anode is negative and the cathode is positive. Cathode is positive and there are salt bridge required. Now, what is symbolic representation? How to represent the symbolic? First one is anode, and then solution between another solution and cathode. There have a salt bridge. So anode, solution, salt bridge, solution, and cathode. And there have write down the states: aqueous, solid, liquid, and in first I can verify that you can see there have we can write down you can see we can write down in aqueous state even in solid and liquid. In solid and liquid we can we can let one, but in aqueous there have no any but in aqueous we took there have no something to know there are how much of compounds we can take, but in the liquid और liquid and solid में just मैं कहूँ तो वो liquid और solid में जो है हम liquid और solid में जो है हम 1 लेते हैं, and then जो हमारा जो aqueous state होता है उसमें जितने compounds होते हैं उतने मतलब जितने numbers होते हैं, ठीक है, उतने हम लेते हैं, ठीक है. हमने देख लिया कि anode, solution and salt bridge, solution and cathode, ठीक है. अब हमें जो है अगर लिखना है तो ये कुछ इस टाइप का देर प्रोसेस ऑपरेटर there have the process of written ZnSO4 solution to break down, and Zn2 plus SO4 2 minus, Zn2 plus SO4 2 minus, and there have SO4 then Cu plus SO4 minus, and write them. There have a cathode solution is CuSO4. So first write down symbolic representation. First write down Zn. Why Zn? Because of it is anode. It is anode, and it is anode. So first round Zn it's a solid state, and then ZnSO4 it is aqueous, and then Cu2 plus is aqueous because there have a first is solution and then cathode, and then is cathode हो गया, ठीक है. और different phases are separated by different phases are separated by slash, and same phases are separated by what, comma. Yes, today we are going to study electrochemistry. There have a study of electrochemistry. Just looking at. Wait. Yes, we do that something. This is electrochemistry. This is electrochemistry. This is electrochemistry. In the we are working on the series of electrochemistry keys where we are इसके हमारी जो है वो ज़्यादा बेटर होती है. चलो. Yes. Yes, today we are going to study electrochemistry. Electrochemistry, in the we are going to electrochemistry. Electrochemistry में there have two type of जो है electrochemical cell and galvanic cell. Electrochemical cell, there are two type of electrochemical cell, galvanic cell and electrolytic cell. Galvanic cell and electrolytic cell is the part of electrochemical cell. There have in galvanic cell there have a anode is negative and cathode is positive, and in the cell use of what salt bridge, and then electrolytic cell no use of salt bridge. In electrolytic cell no use of salt bridge. What is the difference between galvanic cell and electrolytic cell? There have some differences. Just I counted 1 2 3 4 5 6. There are 6 differences in the electrochemical cell and galvanic cell. There okay, we can show it. Just showing it. Yes. There have differences of what electrochemical cell and galvanic cell. First difference is it convert galvanic cell. It convert chemical energy into electrical energy. In galvanic cell, just chemical energy convert into electrical energy. And there have electrolytic cell. In electrolytic cell, it convert electrical energy into chemical energy. Galvanic cell salt bridge is required, and in electrolytic cell salt bridge is not required. In electrolytic cell salt bridge is not required. In galvanic cell salt bridge is required. Galvanic cell in direct cell there have two components. Notice it is connected directly, but you can see there have in electrolytic cell they have a direct cell, because of there have a one beaker, one and just beaker and what are the one flask. So it is not directed, is connected by a salt bridge. Okay, two components, one and two is required. One and two components is required. Okay, and then 1 and 2. Okay, or there have a source battery is not required. In the cell, galvanic cell, there have no any battery required. You can see in the diagram. You can see in the diagram. Just I see you. Okay, in the diagram you can see clearly there are no any use of battery. But in electrolytic cell there have a use of what battery. There have a use of battery. Okay, so this is differences. And source is required. There have a source is required. And in galvanic cell there is anode positive and cathode is positive. In galvanic cell anode is positive and cathode is positive. In electrolytic cell anode is positive and cathode is negative. In galvanic cell it is spontaneous. In galvanic cell it is spontaneous. Galvanic cell it is spontaneous. Spontaneous meaning that in spontaneous form it is spontaneous, and delta G is less than 0. Delta G is less than 0. This means delta G is negative. And in electrolytic cell it is not spontaneous. It is not spontaneous, and delta G is in the cell delta G is more than 0. That is called delta G is positive. So there are 6 differences. In chemical cell and electrolytic cell. Okay, there have a chemical cell. How to find how to represent symbolic representation, how to find the E0 cell, EMF E0 cell. Okay, in galvanic cell, first is in the galvanic cell, first diagram. First Diagram. First diagram, there are in the galvanic cell. First diagram. This is first diagram. In the first diagram, there have a one solution ZnSO4. This is the aqueous solution, and there have one solution CuSO4. This is aqueous solution, and there have a galvanic cell. We can see there have a anode is negative and the cathode is positive. The cathode is positive, and there are salt bridge required. Now, what is symbolic representation? How to represent the symbolic? First one is anode, and then solution between another solution and cathode. There have a salt bridge. So anode, solution, salt bridge, solution, and cathode. And there have write down the states: aqueous, solid, liquid,